What up, dude?
You believe in aliens?
Yeah, for sure.
Now, would you date one if she looked good?
Oh, man, I don't know. The aliens are freaky looking.
No, I'm talking about fine. Like bomb.
I can't
Wow.
I can't imagine that. You know, it's just like predator aliens, you know?
No, like Holly Berry, but green.
Halle Berry.
Purple.
Whatever Halle Berry color is, she's fine, you know? But you're talking about alien and predator, dude. It's
Cons, please tell me, if she was fine, you would date an alien.
Me, I come in peace.
You know what, dude? If they're bing, bang, boom, fine, I'm phoning home. I'd be like, welcome to Earth. Come on, baby.
Alright guys, we're back. Break Room Blitz, thanks for joining us. I'm DeAnthony, I'm my boy Don, and my boy Conch here. We're in a new room, but it's still the same format. We're about to run down what we think about these videos, so let's see. Oh, wait, what you guys think about our shirts for this week? Pretty cool shirts, right? I think ours is cool. I like that. I really like that one. Man,
That's dope.
that is pretty dope.
Actually, I won't lie. This is the second time I bought this shirt because I bought it once and it got all faded, and I had to go buy another one because it was just
Nice.
too
I have a couple shirts like that.
Yeah.
I'm so
It's
okay with that.
very rare that I do that. But
Yeah,
It's like an art
you
collection.
gotta keep it fresh.
Yeah.
so fresh and so clean, clean.
Alright, so we're here, regrettably, kind of.
Yes.
Independence Day 2, Resurgence.
I'm walking out.
There was a guy who walked out of the theater.
There was
Really?
a dude that walked out.
Man.
Yeah.
So you guys went to go see the theater, and was your theater packed?
No.
No, it wasn't packed.
It was a good, I mean,
It was a good amount.
There was plenty of room.
We actually
Okay.
saw part 1,
and there was more people in that theater.
Really?
and then we saw part 2, and the guy next to us was pretty cool, but he walked out probably about like 3/4 of the movie.
Oh, wow.
He was like, yeah, I don't need to see the ending.
I think you just had enough of it.
It's pretty predictable. Yeah, I'm disappointed. So
Yeah.
so when's the Cinemark again? Cinemark, the theaters was fine. XD,
Brilliant.
3D. The movie didn't need to be in 3D though.
The
You
movie
know?
didn't need to be in 3D.
No.
You know, I went to go see it in 3D, and you know what? It didn't need to be.
No, it was a lot. I took off my glasses a few times, and
And
it was a lot
fine,
of
right?
a lot of
Yeah.
regular
It didn't do much
scenes.
to
Yeah.
it, yeah.
No.
It was you don't have to see it in 3D, but
Yeah.
definitely see XD Cinemark. That's the theater to go to.
Yeah, totally.
With the XD theater, there's pretty much no bad seats. So if you can get a seat, you're fine. Unless you're in the very front, then you're messing
in
up.
trouble,
It's
yes.
way too big to be in the very front.
Not going down.
But anything in the middle and the back, you're perfect. Don't matter if it's on the side or on the end. All right, so let's see. We have Jeff Goldblum is back in it.
Right. Yeah.
We got Liam Hemsworth, Thor's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his brother? I want to
Chris
call
That's
him.
his brother. Yeah.
Okay,
Little
that's
bro.
Thor's brother.
Little Thor.
Yeah.
Little Thunder.
We got Bill Pullman. That's our president
That's our
there
president.
that we
President
love so
bonus.
much.
Original cast.
Vivica A. Fox.
Original cast member.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's part of the original good movie.
Yeah, and we'll throw in what's his name? Brent Spinner. He's the guy who got resurrected. The scientist.
Dr. Oaken.
Scientist. Dr. Oaken.
I didn't think he needed to be resurrected.
I-
So we watched the first one,
And he was dead,
so
right?
we saw him die.
He's dead.
He was like,
Right? That
hold
tripped
on.
me out.
Reenactment ready? This was him.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah. Totally.
So
Felt the
choked
pulse
out.
and
Yes.
everything. Like,
And
he was
and-
purple.
Okay. Yeah.
now,
Exactly.
they did not say he's not breathing or I don't feel a pulse.
Yeah.
So I think they're kind of running off that. Like, we never said it.
No, we didn't say it. Yeah.
So-
Exactly. Yeah.
But in that case, then Will Smith can come back too.
Exactly.
No Will Smith.
Yeah.
What's wrong with them?
Our hero character. of the
Golly,
movie.
welcome
So
to Earth.
I
Yeah.
said this right after the movie, and you know we made the mistake of watching the original and then watching this one, and you know what's funny? It made me sad actually because I walked out of the original telling Derek, you know what? This is why we watch movies in the theater because I can watch Independence Day at home, but watching in the theater, all over again, I was like, oh my gosh.
It's on a grander scale.
Yeah,
The audio, the sound is awesome.
It was better. It was definitely better.
I walked out of there feeling good, and then I saw part
two.
I saw Resurgence. And
I don't know what was there.
why you do this? Why you need money?
Oh yeah, okay. We said a lot that we didn't like.
Yeah.
So you guys know we didn't like it. But what were some things that you guys did like?
All right. Well, so the thing is, I did like the undertoast, the message they were trying to send.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about a world united despite color, race, anything. It was a world united. Mm-hmm. However, what completely thrashed that, it was ridiculous.
It was contradicting
itself. It was like, one nation, all of us are together. And then they're at a freaking African rebel camp, and it's all
warlord,
black African guys, and they're segregated from everything. I'm like,
they so took my whole little argument that I was going to.
I'm sorry. It's just because
just elaborate on it though. Like, what did you think about that though?
Yeah, because
like,
honestly, there was no need to have the African warlords, especially if we're supposed to be this whole united, one world government type thing. Like everything is all one. Because then that just lets me know that it's still the same Earth. No matter how much technology we have, you're gonna exploit all the African people. You're gonna let the Arabs still be on their own because the Arabs were on their own too,
living in tents.
Yeah, in tents. I'm like, well, where's their technology at? Where's this one world, one nation thing?
Right.
Like,
you would figure with all the people that died in the first movie, everybody would be gathered up, and she even says the new president of in the movie, she says, we put our differences aside, everyone collaborated together to be united, and one common goal kind of thing. It's just the human race, and
they definitely
and they contradicted themselves just by showing all that.
What's sad too is that the character that came out from the warrior tribe.
He was awesome.
He was awesome.
He was great, but that's the thing. Like you could have eliminated that whole warrior tribe thing, and just made him a unique warrior within the army. So it's like you had your air army. You could have easily made an infantry and had amazing on the floor battle scenes with the aliens.
It's like I've studied them. I've hunted them. I know how to.
It's like, it's just
I have the technology to take them out now, or something.
And you could have made him an awesome core character because I'm sorry, Dylan. Freaking Will Smith's son in the movie, nothing. No character dynamic, nothing. And what sucks is we're supposed to talk about what was good about the movie. It's really hard.
It is really hard.
The underlying message was if it stuck with that message and did it, it was great. There were a lot of other cool things elements of the movie, so the possibility of new alien races, and just there's certain elements that were great.
There were ideas that weren't put together right, and maybe for the sake of timing or whatever it is, it felt really rushed. And I love the idea about okay, we need to contact the human race and let them know that we have a refugee planet, and we're gonna all this build up towards something that's gonna come on a later film.
It's an expanded universe,
but don't rush it all, and don't. Come on, bring your idea out,
So I liked. We're talking about likes.
Likes. I'm sorry.
I know.
Our like segment. We only had 2 minutes of it.
Well, I
like the idea of what they were doing, but the execution wasn't that great.
Yeah. So I liked the fact that there was a separate alien that came.
Yes.
And not just
very cool.
Just the old ones coming back to kill us.
And a different alien for that fact,
Right.
Yeah.
It was a different alien, different technology.
Very different.
I don't want to call it an alien because it was just a robot, but it was a different race.
Alien AI.
There we go. It
was away from this world, out of the galaxy. It's alien.
It was not of this world.
A different entity, life form.
Alien.
Yeah.
So I did like that fact. I liked the graphics. The graphics was really cool.
The graphics were cool.
I like they stuck to the same kind of prosthetics. They didn't do all CG for the aliens.
Oh, they didn't. Oh, okay.
No, they looked like they were still when they were when the president stuck himself into the lab. It looked like it was something like
like
it was real prosthetic. It wasn't all CG. There was a moment when he jumped up into the little rafter or whatever.
Right.
That was probably CG.
The weapons too. That was pretty cool. How they had the hand weapons.
I like that.
I liked it a lot. Actually, you know what? Visually, the movie was beautiful. Usually, I don't care about CG at all. Warcraft by far set the bar for me, and this CG was okay. It was pretty, but I actually liked the designs of the ships and the way that they had that futuristic take to them, the weapon design, all those not organic, but those hard surface designs on the modeling and texturing, it was brilliant. I really loved that visualization of that. I wouldn't mind our world going that way.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
cool.
liked what in the beginning, what Thor's brother. I forget his name already.
See, he's gonna watch this and be like, I have a name.
Thor's brother. What he did in the beginning, what he brought to the whole story. You know, he was a rebel. He was, isolated on the moon.
He lost his family.
It started out as a good story because there was some type of point of reference.
Yes.
Like, okay, it must be about him.
Right.
But then it wasn't. That's what I liked. It's hard to say what I liked because they bring you something and then they just mess it up.
I liked all the original cast. Like, so Dr. Oaken, he was kind of fun to have back because he brought a fun dynamic. But they had a character.
He was a nutty
just
professor.
Like him.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. They had two of them.
Yeah.
There was two of them in this movie. They should have just left it to one. They should have actually just maybe that guy was his kid or something and was following his work or something. But Jeff Goldblum, he was fun to have in the movie again. Bill Pullman, it was great to have in the movie again. We didn't see much of it.
There was some cool things that they brought as far as bringing the original cast in.
Yeah.
But they didn't do anything with Vivica Fox.
They didn't do anything with her. Yeah.
I'm like, why?
It's like she's a doctor now,
there?
and she's like 50 years old.
I don't know where.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then done. We're done with her.
Yeah.
So then we go to the next person. I'm like, well, and then there's not a lot that we liked.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't think of a lot of stuff. Yeah. They should have called it something different.
Everything
and
was
that
just
way
like
I didn't reference it to
halfway done. It seemed everything was halfway done. We got a little bit touching upon where everyone is from the original cast that survived,
right.
And then we have a lot of new people that you have some character, but not enough development.
They had no real stage presence.
So one thing after we watched the first movie, I actually started thinking, okay, what exactly what's a key element that it was missing? And I don't really hate to say it, actually, it was missing the Will Smith character.
It was
that because you really felt for Will Smith's character in the movie. Period. You got attached to him. He was almost this new movie did not have a consistent character to drive us through the entire movie.
A hero character.
Yeah.
And in the first one, we had Will
multiple
Smith
characters.
and then we
Jeff
had Jeff
Goldblum
Goldblum figuring everything out, and then them working together.
But you can relate to them.
In the first one, Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He seemed more of a scientist.
Yeah.
Than in this one.
Yeah.
This one he was kind of like an archaeologist, and then he didn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
Even in his vernacular, he didn't really say a lot of things that sound all scientific. I'm like, well, you guys did all this. Where you been? You haven't come up with no other.
Yeah, he was just like bringing the same thing. Oh, it's the same signal again.
Right. It just didn't.
And
so like.
They didn't play their strengths. I thought.
No, well that's the thing. Like it was good to see the original cast back again, but you're just missing that character-driven element, and that's the thing is that the characters are written very badly, and that's what made it hard because you don't feel like you can relate to anybody. You didn't get enough time to really thoroughly meet anybody and get attached to somebody and be like, oh no, don't. Even when spoiler alert, but when the new Agent Hillard lost his mom, Vivica Fox.
Right.
He's supposed to be the best pilot, and I feel like if Will Smith was in there,
frustrating.
He would have pulled what's that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
True Lies.
True Lies. He would have pulled a True Lies. I'm like, no, mama, you ain't going nowhere.
It's like, get on.
Yeah.
It's like hop on the front end of this jet real quick.
He flew all the way down there in such a hurry to do nothing.
Yeah. Like somebody go pick him up. Oh no. I know I'm the first one here, but
we really tried to focus on the good, but it's
just not like good.
No. Actually, I broke down the movie because I like to looking at it. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, how could we have made this better? How could this movie have been a lot better? First thing off, give us better character dynamics. We just didn't have the character dynamics. But the thing is, they copped out on a couple things. One, the drill for the ship. Okay, what are we watching? What was that movie called where they did the drill?
They did that in Star Trek.
Star Trek. They didn't have to make a super big ship. They could have just brought more dynamics. But the thing is, they also weakened the alien race by giving it a queen.
Right.
And I'm just like, are you serious, man? You could have just made them a race that was exactly like what they said in the first movie. They're locusts. They go from planet to planet and freaking dominate. That's just what they do. Yeah. And at the the queen was just pointless to me.
Right.
And it weakened everything. And then when they brought in the new alien race, I was just like, if you're gonna bring in an alien race, bring in an actual alien race. Have something come out of that pod. make it look badass. That was her protective shell. Make it a female character. Instead of having the queen have this, introduce us to a new alien race.
I would like to see a bunch of different species of their kind.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Like some tall ones, some short ones, some big ones.
Yeah.
It was just the queen. It was the soldiers and the queen.
And she wasn't that impressive. She looked like something out of Ender's Game. I'm like, come on. People,
yeah, they collaborated a lot. Like, it seemed like they drew, like, you know, we're going to take a little bit from this movie, and we're going to put it into this one to make something out of it.
That's the thing. Like, they took so many different elements, and they could have been a bit more original with their content. And honestly, I would have been happy if they actually blew up Earth on this movie. I would have been happy because they would have triggered off the possibility of a limited human race going to the renegade planet, and then you open the entire pantry door of all the possibilities.
Right.
Fuck it, kill Earth. There's another one out there, and we can now have a mixed genre of aliens and humans. Let's do it.
Well, maybe they'll do it in the next one. I think instead of blowing up,
come to Earth. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth again. We didn't learn twice. Welcome to Earth a third time.
They're bringing the gravity machine, sucking up all the landmarks and then throwing them back down. I thought that was that was topping the whole blowing up the White House or at Los Angeles. Now he's going to suck everything up and throw it back down there. I thought that was kind of cool.
So now that you mentioned that, they brought more technology to Earth, you know, and then we have this other alien creature, which was like this AI super intelligent creature that straight out was saying, I'm going to give you all this, information about how to go about defending your planet and this other technology.
She sucked too.
And I mean, that could have just been a drone, and then we have like this whole alien council at this refugee planet that they have.
She says that she's the only one left of her race.
Of her race, but they have other aliens on this one planet.
But the thing is,
I would like to have seen that.
Yeah,
let's get into it already,
If you have weapons that can kill them,
right.
How come I was able to shoot you out the sky with one hit?
Yeah.
She's gone now, and she's wrecked on the other side of the moon. Then you tell me there's other people who have weapons. Why you didn't bring them? Then you tell me that you're going to teach me how to... I'm so primitive, and I will teach you how to kill them. But no one's ever killed a queen before.
Right.
Like, so what are you guys doing on that planet? You shooting darts or something? You guys need to be out there fighting them. You should be telling me how to kill the queen.
Exactly.
If you're so more advanced than me, then you should be telling me how to do it.
That orb should have been a hub, and that hub should have had maybe, like you said, the consulate, maybe 4 leaders from the 4 alien races that are on that planet, and then when it was safe, have them all come out. And then introduce different races to us. Say, look, this is what we've got. Let's devise a game plan. Because the other thing that I can say about this movie, I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel like I felt in the first movie when we watched it like the world's coming to an end.
No, because it was only in one day.
It
was all one day.
Yeah.
I get attacked. I'm going to find a signal.
Yeah.
I'm going to come up with a plan and kill them all in one day.
Yeah, because like...
Talk about the sun never going down.
Because I'm like, right? Was it not at all?
Because the drill, they calculated, we thought we had like 9 or 7 hours. It's like, we actually only have an hour, And then like, it was like, after like, I don't know how many minutes are like, we've got 2 minutes left before they reach the core.
Maybe. I don't know a lot about sonar on ships.
Sure.
But I've never heard of them looking all the way into the bottom of the earth. They don't even know what's in the bottom of the earth, really.
It was really just an excuse. Really.
I guess. I'm like, what kind of ship is this? What do they got?
They could always fill it in with, we have the newer technology. Okay.
It's the newer technology on the battleship.
Okay.
You don't know what it's capable of, all right, man? We could put hover things on a flat screen TV now.
Okay, I get it. I didn't like it, though, but okay. We can go with that.
Yeah.
So... let's just wrap this up. It's not even one we really wanted to do a Break Room Blitz on because it just wasn't that good. I wish... we like to have a discussion. A lot of times we disagree on things. We pretty much... it's a unanimous decision. It just kind of sucked. Every single thing about it.
It had potential. There's a lot of underlining factors and a lot of great elements, but they just... it was dust on the floor afterwards, and none of it was pieced together. So I really had hope for this movie, and it sucks that it just went down the hole because the first one was wonderful.
Maybe I know that they want to do a trilogy to this. I know that they didn't want to pay Will Smith $50 million.
Well, you need to now.
That's like their budget, basically.
He might be able to save the next one.
Resurrect him.
But he's on the panel as if he's dead. Maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have actually probably gotten rid of him and sent him off on a mission to figure out stuff. Maybe he got lost. I don't know. But make him do something. Like, I just
time machine.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Why the heck not? But just like he blew open a ship. No, he didn't. He took your most advanced ship. He went out and he began to search different places because he did want to be an astronaut. Why not play off of that? There's potential to save this movie. Right. You just have to do it right in the next one.
He's lost in space.
They're probably honoring about it. Like, oh, you don't want to be in the movie? Okay, well then you're just dead then. And you're never going to come back.
Yeah. Which, you know what, you shouldn't have did that because you need him very much. Because his son had no character.
His son should have been what the African guy was.
Yeah.
You know, he could have been,
really
we
awesome.
already have why do we need 2 good pilots? We just need one.
Right, yeah.
No need for 2.
Hemsworth brother.
Right.
Yeah.
And then their little scuffle wasn't even much. It wasn't.
You know what? In part 1, Will Smith, he had a pilot friend, right? But his pilot friend died. In the first movie. They should have probably just done that.
There was a guy it was the one friend of Thor's brother, his buddy. He was kind of the comical relief within the team,
right?
And he had some good dynamic to him. If I could say there was one character that I liked a little bit, it was him. I don't remember his name, which is horrible.
Exactly. He wasn't
that impressionable, but he was there.
Yeah.
All the new people were forgettable except for Hemsworth. He was the only one that had some type of stage presence, but he's always been that way. Him and his brother. So, but they should have just focused on him, and they could have let Will Smith's son, Dylan.
Yeah.
They could have let him be like the on the ground soldier, awesome ninja looking,
Yeah.
Versus they're both pilots, and they're I'm the flashy one, you're the low, the low one or the underground one.
Mm-hmm.
What is that about?
I don't know.
So we're all supposed to be on the same team, right?
Yeah.
So they're just, and then their fight just wasn't enough tension. It wasn't
enough tension. Yeah, he just punched him out and he's like, okay, we're done.
Right. And then they didn't say how long it's been since he's seen him. So you're just waiting 6 months to do one punch. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's not play these games. All right. So overall, let's wrap this up. We didn't like it. We know.
Yeah.
What would you guys give it? Start with Don. 1 to 10.
Initially coming out of the theater, I was like, yeah, it was good. Would I rewatch it? Not in theaters. Maybe if I was at home or something, chilling,
But is there a purpose to rewatch it, though? Were there any catchphrases that you want to memorize? Was there any plots you want to, focus on?
I would watch it again to give it a second chance, and if it was equally as crappy... Right. Only because I with movies like that, I want to hope that there's something in there that I could find that I can walk away from the movie and say, okay.
I'm gonna rewatch it again just for the sake of watching something.
I'm not paying for it, though.
And no, I'm not gonna pay for it. But I'm gonna give it another watch and just to verify. Coming out of the theater, I was just like, okay, cool. I liked it. It was all right. And just because of the first one, and I kind of like where they're going, and I hope that they do better in the next movie that they plan on doing, because there was plenty of setup for it. So, I gave it a 6, but after really letting it sit in, I gotta deduct it a point and just give it a 5 out of 10.
I watched the first one, and going into this one, I didn't know what I watched. Me being a big story guy, me being a big character guy, and character development, and bringing all that together. I'm sorry you didn't do it. You're getting a 2, and you're lucky you're getting that.
Dang.
You are lucky you're getting that from me. 2. 2
out of 10.
You didn't catch me. I'm sorry, and no, I'm not sorry. Do better or hire me.
This is why sometimes I want to choke you.
A 2.
I was not expecting him to say 2.
A 2.
Yeah. What's another 2 for you then? What can we compare this to?
Compare that to.
2 is real low.
Meet the Kardashians. That's a 1.
Dang. Was the Kardashian in it? Was it the mom in there?
I don't know. I don't
Was
care.
she the president?
I hope she died.
Oh, no.
What was that? That was the president.
I don't know. She was another actress.
Actually, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, she looked and sounded like her.
All the upcoming crazy movies, just put lookalikes of the Kardashians in them and kill them all the time. It'd be great.
Alright, so I'm not going to give it a 2. A 2 is like a terrible sci-fi TV show.
Right, yeah.
Some people were comparing it to a sci-fi movie, though, but it had better graphics than that.
Right.
But
bigger budget, better.
I'm gonna have to go with Don and give it a 5.
5 out of 10.
It wasn't like the worst thing ever that
No.
I've seen, but
It's
pretty. You know what it reminds me of? The Terminator Salvation.
Okay, yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. It's flashy, a lot going on, but do we really want to see that again?
Right.
Was it necessary? Did it even really need to be a part of the franchise?
No.
That's what this movie reminded me of.
I went back to our first review and said, much rather watch Waterworld 5 more times.
I don't know about that.
Now, what if they make a Waterworld 2?
I don't know about that.
I'm kidding.
So I'm gonna go with a 5. I'm
5
definitely not getting on Blu-ray.
5
Blu-ray for you guys.
No, it doesn't need to happen.
No, not even at a garage sale.
No.
I'm like, I understand why you're selling that, but not for me.
Now, if I find the original one on VHS, I'm buying that.
Part 1? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright guys, that's our review. Hope you like our segment. You might agree, you might disagree. I think most people are gonna agree. If you don't agree, you want to tell us why in the comment section. Go ahead and like us, subscribe.
Challenged.
Email us to your friends. It all counts for us. We're new, so we're trying to get out there. So if you like us, tell everybody. Definitely subscribe though.
If you continually like me doing weird stuff in the skits, subscribe, okay?
Yeah, let us know what you think about the skits. You know, we do put a lot into it, so we hope if you don't like anything else, especially on this review, at least we should have made you smile.
Yeah.
If not laugh. So let us know what you think. Have any ideas of any skits you guys want us to do, let us know. We'll definitely throw those ideas in there because we want to do whatever our fans like. So, alright, I'm DeAnthony.
Alan.
Mr. Conch.
And we're out.
Adios.
Peace. Hey, Conch.
Yo.
So, I can't really figure it out for myself, but if you had a mutant ability, what would it be?
Huh. I never thought of it before. I could tell you. But...
So, you want to have cardboard growing out your hands with a cardboard box on your head?
Dude, it's Weapon X. Ka-chink, ka-chink, snick it, snick it.
You shall not pass.
Dude, just let us in.
You shall not pass.
Jeez, dude.